You are now tuned in to the War Party Paranormal Radio Show, where we will be discussing actual audio and visual clips captured during the team's investigations. Hear firsthand eyewitness accounts from fellow team members and special guests. Now smash that like, subscribe, and follow button, and let's get ready to welcome team leader and your host, Eric Vanderlaan, and tech specialist and co-host, Mike Del Coro.
What's up, everybody? We're back with a new show. We got a really good one for you tonight, and happy Monday. Now the best part of your day is starting now. And I'm Eric Vanderlaan. I'm the team leader for War Party Paranormal and your host for the War Party Paranormal show. And right here, I have...
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Mike Del Coro, tech specialist, case manager with War Party Paranormal, and your co-host. And we got a really awesome show for you guys tonight. I'm going to let Eric tell you what we're getting into.
Man, if people could see what happens right before the show in our studio, that would we would get so many more people on here watching. It'd be crazy.
It was a little comical. Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Yep. It's always down to the wire, but we got a good one for you. I'm not going to waste any time, but we're going to be going live. Yep. You heard that? Live tonight at the Gilchrist County Jail in Trenton, Florida. And we have Henry Lee, the owner, on the show as well. And he's going to talk about his incredible place that he has there. But before we bring him on, I do have an intro that I'm going to play right over here.
All
right.
I'm excited to have War Party as a guest in the Gilchrist today. Let's go on. Let's take a walk on in.
Let's do it.
Yep. So that's the Gilchrist County Jail in Trenton, Florida. Super haunted. Henry Lee, he's the owner of it. He's a good friend of ours. And yeah, without further ado, let's bring him on.
Let's do it.
Welcome,
Good
Henry.
evening from the old Gilchrist County Jail, gentlemen. How are you this evening?
We're doing
Great.
fantastic.
Thank you for coming back.
Oh, anytime. I enjoy. I must say, I'm giddy when I'm talking with you guys. Just to tip my hat. I'm a big fan, obviously.
Now, pretty much everyone on our team has been there except Mike and I. We need to get there soon.
You do. You know where it is, but as I always say, it's been here since 1928. And with Cheryl and I, with our diligent work, it's going to be here for many more years.
Okay, great. Well, we're looking forward to coming up there and seeing you again. That's for sure. Yeah,
looking forward to it.
So, Henry, so how does one get into buying a haunted location? That's what's on everyone's mind.
Well, I guess we'll just start it from just how you asked the question. My wife and I, we had paranormal experiences our whole life. And one day we were going through Facebook, and this property came up on Facebook, and we kind of laughed and we called the realtor as this is kind of interesting. Really was interested in historical value, and one thing led to another. We drove from Sarasota, Florida to little Gilchrist County here in Trenton, city of Trenton, with Matthew Perry. He was a realtor selling this jail for Arlene Hale.
Mm-hmm.
And we looked at it, and there was a few people that were interested. But at the end of the day, it was something that we did that impressed the owner, Arlene. In front of the realtor, we asked before we walked into the building, we said, "Spirits of Gilchrist, we pray with you. We're asking to come inside and take a look at your dwelling. We mean you no harm or disrespect. We ask we enter with to come to your place." I guess that impressed her so much that we'd have the presence of mind to respect the spirits that dwell here. And trust me, they dwell here. That we had enough presence of mind to ask their permission. And right out of the gate, we've always been very much respectful, just like we would be to you. We're respectful to the spirits.
Right.
That's awesome.
Very smart. It's funny because like before you bought it, I remember I saw the advertisement. It was for sale, and I'm like,
I did
I
too.
wanna move to Trenton.
Looking.
I'm like, I would love to have a haunted place, but can you tell people, like, most people never even heard of Trenton, Florida? Where is that?
Trenton, Florida is about 30 miles west of Gainesville. Little town.
Go
started
Gators.
back in the Civil War era. Back in the late 1800s. Had a lot of action here and activity during the Civil War. The old train station that's here close to the jail opened up 1904. The jail shortly opened up after that, 1928. And then they would just have the circuit court judge come on the railway. And it was just a little local jail that for 1928, the sheriff would leave at 6 p.m. And the prisoners would be left here on their own devices and whatever they were going to do to each other or not do. It was there was no supervision.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because I heard that there was no watchman overnight.
Not until 1966, and that's when this sheriff house that I'm sitting in right now was built, which is fondly known to the gathering room to people that have visited. Very interesting place. Actually, I will stand right here with this light is.
Say how small it is. It probably only has one stoplight there.
Yeah, very small little town, exactly, with one stoplight. So
back in 1929, right? Pretty much, nothing's has changed.
Pretty much, and that's the beautiful thing about it is I'm going to make a bid on restoring the historical society here and get some of these lovely properties that are up here. I actually recognized Tallahassee is very excited that I've reached out to them with this jail. I'm getting full cooperation out of Tallahassee, which I think is fantastic.
So fantastic. And that is so great. And we want to appreciate what you do for the paranormal community and for the historical side of things as well. And I know that you just had a new announcement not long ago that you have it's become a historical landmark, and congratulations.
Not yet. We're a little premature on that. I'm in the preliminary, filling out the paperwork. I do have Tallahassee's interest, to say the least, but I'm in preliminary right now. I'm got to fill out the papers, take some pictures, and get the ball rolling. But from the discussions I've had with Tallahassee, they're very interested, and I've explained what's left of the jail here, and they're very impressed the fact that we're private. They own it. We're private owners, my wife and I. The jail still has its bars, the actual keys, the iron doors, the boiler. These are key factors.
An amazing piece of architecture,
right? And that's what they're so interested in.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And then you have a special treat for us, or for the viewers that are on here. You're all set up live, and before we get into that part, can you tell us, like, what are the spirits that still remain there, who you've been communicating with? Sam's one of the spirits I communicate with, and we have Nancy, one of the females, because here at Gilchrist, the bottom 3 cells, if there was ladies on the cell in the jail, they keep separate, keep the men upstairs and the women downstairs. So we have Nancy. A few other names have come up. Let me think here. You put me on the spot.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank. You must excuse me as we talk. I'm sure I'll pull up more names.
Oh,
No
that's
worries.
okay.
I like when Cheryl's with me because she's the one I'd look over at her and saying, "What's the names
Yeah.
again? What's the names again?"
Yep. Perfect.
So we got a little surprise for you. We got some other guests that we're bringing on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll bring them up one by one for you.
Oh,
And
okay.
we'll start with the Mr. and Mrs. 305s.
Happy birthday, Armando.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Armando.
birthday. Happy birthday,
Thank you,
Armando.
everyone. Appreciate it.
Damn, I missed my entry. I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
you know what? I just had a 305. Here we go. Give you a
How you doing, Lee?
Nice.
I
We're
lived.
doing wonderful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I want to give you guys a big shout out for coming up to our Power Unity
Of
events.
course.
Really
Of course.
enjoyed talking with you guys. Really enjoyed spending a few minutes with you. I appreciate every minute you spent with me. Some of the stuff we caught that day on the fly
Oh my god.
was impressive. The red gate, we're in good hands. That was a bit emotional. Being an empath, I'm not ashamed to admit that I cry a lot, especially when I'm talking in the presence of spiritual activity. Which you guys got to see. I was very emotional with that whole "we're in good hands," and that was by far one of the best EVPs I've ever been present on. As far as 4-word EVP, I was quite impressed with that.
Yeah, that's
And I'm
amazing.
sure you're happy you got that too. So.
Yeah.
Well, we got one more surprise too.
Yes.
Last
Speaking
but not
about
least,
empaths, right?
yeah, and empath. We have Joe, aka El Puma. Joe hunts ghosts.
What the hell are you doing?
Bam.
This way.
This
No,
way.
this
There he is.
Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I'm just
Hey,
drinking out
hello.
of
How are you?
my old Gilchrist County Jail mug.
Oh, look at you go.
Stop.
Boy, they're rolling out the red carpet for head. There's the old Gilchrist County Jail tonight. I appreciate it. I really do.
What's up, guys? Happy
Gotta keep
birthday,
the pinky
Mondo.
out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you, my brother.
Pinky's out.
Pinky's up.
What's going on here?
I tried
fancy.
to find my shirt, my Gilchrist shirt that Joe got for me, but I think it was I wore it the other day, so it might be in the laundry.
Well, I got to go up there and get me a shirt.
Dirty shirt.
That's what I got to do.
I've got plenty of them. I definitely have plenty of them, and we do get the high quality ones, which I do appreciate. My sister-in-law, Kimberly Arnold, which you guys probably see her name quite a bit. She's one of our administrators at the Gilchrist. She hand makes all the stuff. This isn't produced. Our stuff is not mass produced by, like these companies. They're actually handmade cups.
Oh.
The cup you're drinking out of, that was actually handmade by my sister-in-law. So we try to keep it in the family.
That's so great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We have one too.
Yeah.
So
And
Jenny
Scotty
Armando,
Burns has one too. I brought one for Scotty as well.
True.
Oh,
Yes.
cool. So Jenny, Armando, and Joe were the last members of our team up there. They're up there more recently. And Jenny and Armando, what was your experience? Like, I know Jenny, you're sensitive. Like, tell us a little about the place. What was your experience? Your impression?
I've seen something. We've all felt something. When I say, for one example, something what I saw, I don't know if it's like maybe one of the inmates or like just the entities that were there. But when I saw that person, they didn't like what I was doing, and we were outside cleansing Armando and Joe at the time. And I saw like a spirit like come like run at me, like it was maybe trying to scare me, but I was like, no, it's not happening. We were still cleansing. And in the cells, we was just at some parts it's very sad, but it's also you feel like full, like you feel this like a lot of like overcrowded is the feeling I want to say.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
And
It's good.
Uh-oh.
It's about to get real in here.
Coming to you live from cell 4, which is
That's
what
exactly
I believe
where I'm
that you're
talking about.
speaking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that cell, Mike and Eric, I know you guys haven't been there, but what you feel like it's overcrowded and it's strange. So at that particular point in time, it was the three of us and I believe someone else was there as well. And I felt like I had to like lean up against the wall because I just felt like I was gonna bump into someone. That's how crowded it was. Like you just felt like the heat of standing in front of someone, but there's no one there.
Right.
Incredible.
My
Hey, Mr.
hypothesis
Bones.
on that was the jail. You know, I had to close it down to conform and comply with my permits and all. So no one was here for such a long time, and I think what we were experiencing was we were all overwhelmed by the spiritual activity going on around us. Several of us experienced different experiences from it. It usually gets me in the gastrointestinal area. I have a hypothesis on that. I'm going to see if the government wants to give me a grant to see if that's why I get a distended stomach sometimes when I get around spiritual activity. Like I said, hypothesis. But we all experience some kind of a vertigo, headache. It was an intense day.
Yeah, big time.
And Henry, can you pan around the cell? Let everyone see what it looks like inside.
Yeah, let me go to the best cell. I'm going to go to cell 7. It represents the guilt. Oh, I don't have a light back here. Wonderful.
Where's your flashlight?
Yeah, I need to. Hold on. I will.
And real quick, Joe, tell us your impression.
So the cell where he was at right there, you know, we were up there for the Unity Festival. So, you know, there were several different investigators who got to walk around, take a look at the jail, and, you know, take some pictures. We were doing a little EVPs with some other folks. But myself, we had another investigator and medium, Teresa, with OOP.
Mm-hmm.
And also Connie Koenig was there. And when I first walked up there, I walked up there with Teresa. I walk into cell 4, and I was just exactly what Armando was saying. I just felt like, I was like, it feels like there are 100 people in here, just shoulder to shoulder, just stuffed in here. She looked at me, she's like, I'm getting the exact same thing. And then when Connie shows up later, she said the exact same thing too. So we were all like, just boom.
It was
boom.
common back then, right? To like some of these older jails to like overstuff them, like, right? Like they were built for possibly, you know, originally for like 2 people in a cell or so, but they would overstuff them some points in time, right? Because they weren't governed like, you know, like today.
No, they were not. That's part of the history. I'm in cell 8 right now, where we've had mediums tell us that a altercation broke out here. More than one has said it was having in the eye over mashed potatoes, believe it or not. But cell 8 is where you're going to feel the most heaviest in here. I think you'll agree.
That was
Joe.
the first place that I went to.
It looks heavy by looking at the video.
I went straight into that cell.
And you also picked up on the mashed potatoes or potatoes period from the night before. We had gone to this little cemetery with Kindred and OOP, and you were talking, like, for some reason you were like, I don't know, something about potatoes, mashed potatoes.
Yes.
And we were talking about it with Henry, and he's like, you're on point. Like, this is what's up. You know,
Dude,
I
that
had
was
no idea about it.
wild.
It was pretty.
Henry, Scotty wants to know if there's still spiders there.
You know what? I just took a picture of one today, but we've been tearing the roof off and all. But the exterminator's coming in next, and I'll be sealing it up here the next week. So spiders are definitely going to be a thing of the past. But no, I seen one today, and I soiled my little man panties a little bit and went about my business. The biggest spider I've ever seen was here last year. I had nothing for it. I'll send you a picture. I don't know. I might have shown you guys when you were here, but I had nothing for that particular spider.
I'll tell you what, that scares me more than anything else paranormal. Sometimes when we're investigating, I see some of these.
If you come to the Gilchrist, make sure you bring an extra set of man panties. That's
No, let me tell you though. You know what I said? I said that was the cleanest jail I have seen. It's
Cleanest?
It's clean. Yeah,
Really?
like yeah.
Like how
I was
Waverly
surprised.
Hills
I was like, damn.
Remember how clean Waverly was?
No.
Was it clean like that?
No,
clean.
this is cleaner.
This is spick and span.
compared to that. That's why I saw. I was
Really?
like, I didn't
Yeah,
see
that's where
like
I-
Spit shining.
cockroaches and stuff.
There's no dust anywhere.
I like to
you can
sleep
sit
in one of
down
those
on the
cells.
floor and you're good.
But
I would like to
there's not
pull
like
a
live
solo
roaches,
session
like-
in one of those cells for sure.
Well, I care about.
And you don't have to worry about
I
bats.
genuinely care about the place. I really do.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
pretty,
Yeah.
I love talking about her. I love investigating her. I love putting my blood, sweat, tears, retirement. I put, it's all. If I was in a high stakes poker game, I'd be pushing all my chips in because I believe in the place, but I believe in saving this historical place here in Florida. And like I said, Tallahassee, it's mind blowing to them that a private person in the private sector would spend the money that we've spent on this place to have it and be trying to restore it on our own. We've really caught, like I said, we've caught the interest in Tallahassee. So I'm honored. My wife is honored to be part of Gilchrist.
And
You're living my dream.
It's so fantastic, like what you're doing, and we could tell that you're passionate about it, and that means a lot, and that's so great.
Mhm.
And once you get fired up and everything running, we definitely want to help spread the word and get people out there to check it out and enjoy the history and see your baby.
Mhm.
It really is. It really is a labor of love. And like I said, the stories these walls held, the stories that the spirits tell, especially when and I don't want to use the word real in any bad or in a bad way per se, but when I have had experienced is a better word, experienced ghost hunters here at the Gilchrist, which far exceed any expectations I could put on myself as far as being an investigator and learning from them. It's an honor to see Bill Davis being one of them. That name pops out to me. Of course, Scotty Burns. It's another OG of the paranormal. But like I said, when you get the more experienced people that come in and watch them do what they do with the passion and the experience that they have, I'm blessed to own this jail, and that's what the jail gets back to me.
Speaking of Scotty, she has a nice little comment there for you. I don't know if you can see it on the screen.
You and Cheryl
are the best caretakers. I'm touched by that. I do try. I take their feelings into the utmost consideration in what we do. I'm hoping one day when I pass away that I'll be able to come here and get to know them on a energy level and be accepted well. I would like to think so, because like I said, I hate to think in my afterlife I come here and get tortured by disgruntled spirits.
Henry, what's the best way people can find you? Do you have a website, Facebook?
Yeah, it's the old Gilchrist County Jail Facebook page. I've got plenty of room for members. We're a small page. We have 1,500 followers. The wife and I travel a lot. We went to Tombstone here recently, went to the Queen Mary, La Brea Tarpons. We like to investigate other places. We like to try to keep our page fresh. It's not all about the Gilchrist, but what I will say about it is about Para-Unity. I share War Party stuff. In fact, you guys don't even get scanned. You post anytime on our Gilchrist page, and that's the point I want to make with the Gilchrist County page.
We appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And we appreciate you. No, we appreciate you sharing anything like that as well. That's fantastic. And Para-Unity is huge. And I love what you're doing there and having these events like that. Everybody needs to get along, coexist, and share these wonderful places and the history. And
also the evidence that they capture, sharing it with other people, their techniques, things like that. We're always open to, and we're always inviting people to come down here to South Florida and investigate with us. And we've had people like from Germany come down.
So that's really
quick,
cool.
Can you explain what that is there behind you for our guests?
That is Casper. That is one of the 10 cameras that we have in every cell. It has a lot of functions. It's going to be, in fact, what Ron Poulin, our tech guy, is working on right now, is the hours and hours of footage that we collect and go through will be cut down to just a ping. The algorithms in these cameras, when operational, when we have it worked out, any anomalies that happen in the jail will be pinged to a cloud. It'll catch 5 minutes before, and it'll go with 5 minutes after the anomaly stops, and it'll ping it. So this way you don't have to watch 24 hours of footage.
Yeah,
That's
It's going to
fantastic.
be sorting it all out, temperature changes. Robotics is working on an SLS app right now. So all 10 of these cameras will have an SLS running on it as well. And at the end of the day, I hope to offer a virtual ghost hunt to people that can't make it to the Gilchrist. At a low monthly fee, be able to scan the jail 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and have access to the footage that's being captured. So, but at the end of the day, another thing it does is it runs 24/7. So when paranormal groups get here or YouTubers get here that have visited, know these cameras are watching me, they're watching you. If they're catching or when they're catching actual footage here or actual proof, the cameras keep people honest too.
Yeah.
It's watching. It's why and that's at the end of the day.
It's a jail. You got to have monitors all over the place watching people.
Right, it's a jail. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a jail, and that's what they do. But these cameras are top of the line, and I can honestly say a lot of people say that they're pioneers. But this particular thermal camera out of Mobotics, it's a company out of Germany and Japan. We know they track every camera they sell. They have to because of Homeland Security. This is the only paranormal destination on the planet that has this technology, and I'm very
amazing.
It's amazing in person.
No, we got to see a sneak preview of it in person, and it's impressive.
It's sick. Yes,
it's impressive to see.
And he has a mobile unit that he can
station,
actually see the cameras. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I can take that mobile unit to wherever.
Yeah, you were saying something about. I thought it was an excellent concept where folks can watch paranormal groups that are going to investigate. So it's kind of like they're tagging along on that investigation with you. If you could touch more on that. I thought that was an interesting idea.
Well, what it does is it shows, and I think it would be a great show, a paranormal show myself, to where it shows different groups, be it War Party, be it OOP, be it Citrus Paranormal, be it Carol Malone, be it Scotty Burns. You're seeing different techniques. Bill Davis, through the system, if you're a subscriber, you'll see many different techniques, many different pioneers of the field using the tools that they have learned to use over the years.
And in a candid way.
In a candid way. I think it has so much potential. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm recording all this. It goes into our memories, our memory banks, and I think we're recording a really interesting concept of my wife and I buying a place like this, going through the steps, restoring it historically, touring it paranormally, us getting better as paranormal investigators, us being accepted into the paranormal community by people like you guys at War Party. It's like a baby crawling and sprouting its own wings, and I appreciate the reception I'm getting. Even if it's only because I own Gilchrist, I appreciate me cutting my teeth around some of the best investigators in my heart, like you guys. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have this as a muse for me to pick you guys' heads and knowledge and watch you in action. It's incredible. So.
And no, Henry, it's not only because of the jail. You're an awesome guy. You're funny, and you're a really good dude, and you got a great heart. And we really do appreciate you as well. And thank you for sure.
And we're very big. We're very big to not only with the paranormal as a team.
More about helping people.
Into not that as well, but I'm talking about the historical aspects of a location.
Yeah, definitely.
Because unfortunately in Florida, especially South Florida,
I was going to say that, Joe, especially in Florida, right?
Yeah.
That are just, they're tearing everything down. It's old, it's ugly. Let's get rid of it. To see somebody come in to show the love and compassion that you
all
show,
our ticket sales goes to the
Yeah,
museum to help them, support them.
It's incredible what you're doing, and to be, I think I could speak for all of us here, to be a part of one of the teams that are helping you to usher that new era and to get it into becoming a historical landmark. I think it's amazing. I think it's an amazing thing to be a part of. So thank you very much for having us a part of that.
We love being
We're very appreciative.
And as you said, with Southern Florida, what's going on with its growth in population, I'm taking it upon myself to with this part of Northern Florida, really as sticklers on staying in the past. Well, for us to prevent the Walmart from coming here to Trenton or big business coming here to Trenton, we need to establish a historical society. We need to get as many of these historical gems registered as possible, because when, and I won't say if, when the big hotels, when the growth comes up here to Northern Florida, it'll trample over these little towns with big money. You get these historical places now, they're protected under federal government, and that big business can't come in and ruin your town.
You could
see
it now.
There is one.
Look what happened to Belglade?
Everything is just moving north slowly. Like I hate to say it, but almost like a cancer. It's it's like you said, trampling over historical and low-lying buildings and beautiful scenery to just put up these big, huge things and conglomerates moving in and with dollar signs in their eyes, and to prevent that. And that's why we do what we do and donate towards these historical societies as well, to keep a lot of that from happening, or try to at least.
For sure. That's the only way we could do it, is by doing this. And the funny part is, Gilchrist County only has one historical place. It's a farm. That's why Tallahassee is so interested in Gilchrist County right now. So we have some beautiful places here, the courthouse. Heck, the permit office I go to get the permits for this work we're doing, it's over 100 years old alone. I mean, the train station, 1902. I mean, the list goes on and on and on as far as the historical value of here in North Florida.
Yeah.
Well, we're at that halfway mark where we have to give a few shout outs. But Henry, you're going to have a special treat for us. You have maybe some devices set up, or maybe we can try to get some communication going on there in the jail.
Yeah, I can go back downstairs to the gathering room. I had my REM pod on. It was hit and miss.
Okay, we could try it out.
But yeah, for sure. Let me. At the bare minimum, I can most certainly sit down. I've got my dowsing rods, and when I say when people get used to the things they like to use, dowsing rods, it's at the top of my list. I can most certainly do a dowsing session if nothing else works.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, whatever you feel most comfortable with. That's
dowsing rods are my go-to. But I give a shout out Arlene Hale on that as well. She put dowsing rods in my hand, asked me if I'd ever used them. I'm like, well, yeah, when I was a kid in Arizona looking for water, she explained to me how the rods are used. Showed me how they were used here at the jail, put them in my hands, and I feel in my heart when I'm using them, and I feel it in my core that I am communicating with spirits. Because let me say this right now, there's no water here in the jail. The water is shut off to this jail. Oh, there's no water here. So there's no pipes when I do start doing the dowsing rods, which I'll turn the REM pod back on over here as well. It was funny earlier. I had this cat ball. This REM pod going.
Break.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so. What's up, my paranormal peeps? I'm Eric Vanderlaan, and I'm the host of War Party Paranormal Radio, and also the team leader of War Party Paranormal Research. And we got an exciting announcement to let you guys know tonight, and it involves stuff like this, and my co-host is going to tell you all about it.
What's up, guys? I'm Mike Del Coro with War Party, obviously. We are a technical team, and we always have people ask us, where can we get equipment like this? Well, you can get it from the ghosthunterstore.com. We got a nice little sponsorship worked out with them. We're going to be doing some giveaways, so stay tuned. Very, very cool, and go check them out at the ghosthunterstore.com.
Peace.
Yeah, we appreciate all our fans, everyone here in the chat. So that's why we do this promotion, don't we, Mike?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Eric, you know what? Tonight I'm going to let you pick the code word. So every week we do a code word that if you put that in the comments down below in the YouTube channel, not in the live chat, but actually in the comments to the episode, you'll get entered in to win a $50 gift card from Dave at the Ghost Hunter store. And you can use that on whatever you wish. And everybody's a winner, because even if not, you could always go there and use the code Ghost Gone Wild when you check out, and you'll get a discount off your purchase. And that's www.theghosthunterstore.com. It's scrolling on the bottom of the screen for anybody that's viewing, and for anybody that's listening, that is theghosthunterstore.com.
This is my first time doing the promo code. I'm a little bit nervous.
Are you?
Oh my god!
No, I'm not. No, the code. The code for this show is going to be Paraunity.
There you go. Perfect. I love
That's
it.
a good one.
You done good.
You've done good.
All right, I'm done now. I'll go home for the night.
All right. Joe, what you got there, buddy?
Got his cards, I see.
Oh, I got a little
something,
cards.
something.
You want to do a little card pulling before Henry gets started?
No, I want to.
Do it as he's doing it.
Yeah, I want to see if we do a collective.
Hey, I can do a dowsing, and you just
That's-
There you go.
there you go.
I think Joe's playing poker.
I got a full house.
Ghost
of ghosts, of spirits.
Oh,
Hey,
got a
Come
jumper
on,
on me.
What was it? What was it that flew
So-
out there? Because that we
So
got.
I have a question while y'all thinking. Did you guys hear somebody? There was like a voice while Henry was talking. I heard it somewhere in the background. I don't know who mic it came from, because it's not ours. I don't think.
no,
Yeah,
definitely not ours.
from
But I think
someone's
someone-
audio.
Justin,
I heard somebody say like "grandma," and I was like, like
What?
there was at one point you hear on my face. I was like, "What the hell is that?"
It was a kid, and it's
I don't know. It was a kid, but it was like a female-ish voice.
Yeah.
It was like,
I heard
"Grandma."
somebody talking, and I thought it was somebody in the background of somebody's. Does anybody have any people in the background?
Or any TV? Or
I don't. I'm in my own room here.
Lee, are you by yourself?
I was thinking it was
I'm
from
by
these.
myself now. Justin was here earlier, but Justin's out of the truck right now. I think he got a little cold, so I'm here in the jail alone, completely alone.
Eric,
like
do you
a-
have anybody in the background?
No.
I did hear something earlier too, and I just
You
brushed it
picked
off.
it
as
up,
So
somebody-
Mike,
you
too,
heard
right?
it.
Yeah,
I
but I thought
heard
it was somebody behind somebody or like in the background. Joe, are you in by yourself in the room?
None.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Seems like.
Oh, he doesn't
Yes.
have his headphones.
Oh, sugar.
Joe, you don't have anybody in the
Sorry.
room with you, right?
Negative.
All right.
No,
well,
I've-
we're gonna have to play
I
that
mean,
one back.
We definitely-
we picked up a voice there.
I
And
mean,
it
you
was
know, sometimes I
while
get visitors
he
in
was
my
talking.
house, so
We
For
don't
all
know
my
which
team
mic it came from.
Might
rewatchers.
have been a
There's a
TV in
little
the
truth
background over here.
Your TV, maybe?
It might have been a TV in the background.
Okay.
How is it now?
No, we just
Right.
heard something earlier. Just one. I heard it
It
too.
was just
like
that one time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was when Lee was talking, and it was before the commercial break,
Yeah.
for
All
sure.
right, we'll go back
I
and
was
watch it.
upstairs alone on the top floor of the jail.
We'll have
So
to
there
review
was
the
nothing.
video.
Because I mean,
Well-
why not? Why couldn't you catch an EVP doing this? You got one,
Oh,
two, three, four,
I've
five
heard it
mics
come
running.
through before on podcasts.
Right?
Yeah.
yeah, it's not
And
the
place
first
is
time.
known for when people come here. I mean, there's been a lot of groups that have come here before my time too. It's known for EVPs. Even if you think nothing's going on around you, you get home and start listening for EVPs. You're going to get a lot of them here. They're very chatty. They want to tell their story.
Big time.
I use dowsing rods myself. That like I said, Arlene Hale, lady we bought the jail from, showed me how to use them. I have a lot of different tools like the REM pod I've got sitting here. I got a cat ball and a REM pod sitting here that are relatively quiet.
Love
I'm telling you, someone left the cat ball here up there. It's lighting up now as I speak. Nothing's touched it. But
let's get this party started.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when even nothing else is working in my paranormal box tricks, I use dowsing rods. And when I use dowsing rods, if I'll just get a couple of minutes on talking about it. If you notice, I put my arms, I lock them on my legs. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to have as less friction from my body or less shaking from my body as possible.
Right.
And then I'll start out like this, and I'll say, "Okay, spirits, let's straighten the rods up. Straighten them up, please." Okay, now I've got we got a baseline that there's no water under us because they would cross. Now we start asking questions. Is there any spirits here present? Can you please cross these dowsing rods?
You guys don't have to be shy if you're
Yeah, don't be shy. Now we're just talking.
Yeah, it's doing it.
There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Can you please straighten the rods? Sam, is this you? Can you please cross the rods if this is the spirit of Sam? All right, getting ahead of ourselves. Is this the spirit of a man? Can you please cross the rods? Okay, it looks like we're talking to the spirit of a man. Can you please uncross the rods? Straighten them up. Now we have this REM pod here too. You can communicate me that way. But can you paste one rod to the left and one rod to the right, please? Now I haven't seen any other dowser do this, but as you can see, they're starting to swing out on me. Can you please point them all the way to left and right? Thank you so much, Spirit. Can you please point the rod straight again? Please point the rod straight.
Have it on.
Lee, ours is doing it based off of your commands.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm listening to you on my headphones, so I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Isn't that something, Hal? And that's something I like doing too, is
I want to see if that would work.
Mutual dowsing. Isn't that crazy how that works?
Yeah.
Now, I have a hypothesis. Jenny, tell me if you agree or disagree, or maybe it's plausible. These pick up on energy. Okay, are they picking up on the spiritual energy around us, or this energy that we're putting off ourselves? But now, even if it was the energy we're putting off on ourselves, I'm asking the questions, and your rods are corresponding with these rods. So it's like I said, I try to keep a scientific mind with any tool I'm using, and I try to debunk what's going on. But dowsing rods, I swear to you guys, I cannot debunk these. I feel like I'm really communicating with the afterlife with these. That's just
sometimes when you use it, I mean, it's not like I'm holding something in. I can feel it vibrate at one point. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the energy or like how it feels.
Ooh, cat ball.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's one of my favorite tools to use. I use them everywhere. I use them all the time. And it isn't just at the Gilchrist. I could be at the park. I could be at the train station. I could be at our house in Williston. As long as I'm not over a water field, I think they're one of my best tools.
Oh yeah.
Hey Joe, so are you picking up on anything? Are you feeling anything?
So Henry was saying about that he felt like a male energy. I did a 3-card pull with my Memento Mori deck, Oracle deck, Got the broom, which the broom broom means it could be either a male or a female spirit. Male or female energy, masculine, feminine. Um, but it's used to either cleanse or remove negative energy. Then I got the child, which could also signify someone who's immature, so an immature energy. And then the knife. The knife, um, which could be used for fighting, bickering, betrayal.
And that's kind of funny,
Uh,
right, guys? Because we were just talking about like there was a couple skirmishes upstairs in that one room, and now you have two cards getting pulled, one of an immature nature, one of a more mature nature, and then a fight between the two. And I don't know much about the cards, but that's what Joe is telling me, and that's what I'm picking up. And we were just talking about a fight up in there. Henry, are you headed that way now?
Yes. There's no time like the present. I've got the REM pod in my hand. I'm just going to go ahead and you guys pick the cell. Do you want me to make? Well, let's take it forward. Got a little more light up here.
Let's go to.
All right. Hold that thought, because in a few minutes, our KGRA listeners will be switching over to the next show. Just want everyone to know that. Just remember that KGRA has some other amazing shows, not just us, and it's a wide variety of shows from cryptids, UFOs, spiritualism, paranormal. So go check them out. And if you want to stay on this show, we're on the War Party Paranormal YouTube channel. How'd I do?
You did fantastic.
Awesome.
I love it.
You're on a roll today, buddy.
I'm sharp today.
No Tesla tonight.
La Tesla.
And as you know, if you know the story of Gilchrist, this is cell 4 where that one man hung himself, and that's why I put the skeleton here, right from where he hung himself. So,
It's right when you walk in.
yeah, it's hanging up here in cell 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Creepy.
Well, if anything, like with the teak furniture and stuff down in the gathering room, I've been trying to establish some kind of ambiance without being cheesy.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are you sensitive, Henry?
I am an empath, which is a curse most of the time. And I do every now and then possess a gift to where it's like ESP, to where I can see things and I know things that I shouldn't. My wife doesn't like to talk about what she's got going on, but her mother was a medium, and she's a lot more sensitive than I am. I'm more or less like that puppy you see running around, that Billabong that I'm trying to train to be a paranormal investigator over the next year or so. I like with being an empath, a lot of other empaths tell me you need to learn how to control that, but it's something that like flows through me, and I don't feel the need to control it. Am I over emotional at times? Yes. Do crowds kind of weird me out sometimes? Yes. Do people have a tendency of want to tell me their life story, and do I have a tendency of want to listen? Yes. So
what are you talking about? I saw you singing on stage.
I don't mind doing that. I did a lot of that when I was a teenager. But I'll say, for instance, when I went to the Kennedy Space Center, I was overwhelmed. I was laughing at one moment, overwhelmed with tears the next. I don't know, because I seen the Challenger explode right there in Daytona Beach.
That launch pad is supposedly haunted. Yeah, I think it's like launch pad number 2 or something. It's like it's closed off now, but it's still there, and that's supposedly really haunted as well. Joe, you seem like you're deep in thought there, buddy.
I did another 3-card spread. First card was the scissors. Somebody was hanged inside there, so it's like if they wanted to be cut down. The sun card, which is Uh,
You have to look it up.
yeah, I'm looking at it now, but I'm because
What's the card after that?
there's certain meanings with that
Yeah,
with
it
the
could
card,
vary,
but
right?
and then the last card is the spirit board, so it's straight up spirit communication,
So
basically
what
coming
I think
through.
is
That's cool.
it's revealing that, like the
Yeah,
sun is bringing it out to
it's
light,
bringing the light, into
communicating with
there,
spirit.
cutting the boundaries that we're showing, shedding light on that, and communicating with spirit, essentially.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, right? Scissors,
Nice.
and then you got the communication. Wow. Pretty
And
nuts.
keep in mind the skeleton that hangs in here, and when Casper, we do get the algorithm going, that's gonna ping the evidence. This skeleton hanging here like this, like right now, it's because I touched it, it's moving.
Yeah, you can see
It's
if it
gonna be
moves.
interesting to see if the motion detectors catch, like say 2 o'clock in the morning, days from now, when nothing's touched it, seeing if it gets that swinging around like a pendulum.
I was actually, that's funny because we might have to talk after the show. I was looking for some kind of a program that you could run simultaneously with the video. So if the algorithm could pick up any pixel manipulation. So if you're staring at like a single image and a camera is running for hours looking at one thing, instead of us sitting there and have to watch it like this, like a forensic type program that would pick up any pixel movements and then capture that. So because I know they do have that in for forensic type stuff, and I know they do it in some security type stuff. But I was like, I was like looking for a better way. I'm like sitting here staring at footage of a camera staring down a hallway for hours, and you're just like, all right, there's got to be a better way. So,
and that's what we're working on here at the Gilchrist, the better way. You've got it right there. That's what these cameras. When you said security, that's what our tech guy is. These cameras are used in hospitals, in security systems and formats, to where it's going to warn, if it sees something that shouldn't be, it's going to.
I work in tech and marine electronics on yachts, from radars to sonars and security and everything in between. And I know that we had a system that we were selling to that did that. What it would do is it would measure the pixels, and if there was a certain amount of pixel change, it would capture that file and it would email it to the owner. So if there was movement on the boat and things like that. So I know that there is that tech out there, but just working on trying to get it in my hands and using it where I can
work a little bit harder, Mike.
Import a video into it instead of it being live. That's
and the technology's there, and you know what? That's why I'm not trying to hide this. The technology's there. We're not pioneers per se, but putting this together in the paranormal is definitely, it's not something I want to try to patent or hide. I share all this technology. I share the name of the company. I think this is going to be huge in the next coming years with as far as doing paranormal investigations with like my mobile unit Casper. We caught some really interesting stuff out of Covington, where they filmed the Vampire Diaries, 12 Oaks, I believe it's called. We caught a very good thermal image of the mirror lighting up, dimming and lighting and dimming and lighting. The clarity of Casper is outstanding, to say the least.
I know when you posted some stuff on it, I think it was on your Facebook page. I was looking at it. Very, very neat stuff. Very neat.
So I think our watchers, our viewers are getting a little bit restless. I guess they want to get the communication started.
Okay.
All right.
You're gonna go, Jenny, as well.
So I just did another. I just did another pool going off of the spirit board one that I pulled earlier, meaning spirit communication, and I pulled the raven,
Messenger,
the sign, and the crown. So the way that I was interpreting it is, the raven is a messenger bringer, prophecy, spiritual insight. A sign is, literally giving us a sign that there's just somebody there, and then the crown. Crown could be like showing off your status. So I think that there might be somebody there trying to communicate who is like, I'm like top
The
dog,
boss.
like
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
I'm
thinking.
the boss here, and I believe I forgot the actual story, but of the person who was hanged in there in that cell. So Henry, I don't know if you want to try to see if that's who we're communicating with the dowsing rods and Jenny.
I was gonna say, Jenny, why don't you ask the questions this time, and I'll just be the device. I'll get them straightened up. Let's just do it. Let's just see if it'll work.
All right. So, what should I ask? All right. Any spirits that are there with Henry Lee right now at his location? So do a test run. Can you hear me? Mark an X for yes, please. Can you hear me?
There's your X.
Mine's are X also. Actually, let me see if I can put these. Okay. All right. Are we speaking to the spirit that hung themselves? Yes or no, please. X for yes, open for no. Is that who we're speaking to? So I'm getting a yes. I got a yes. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a yes too. Do you have a question? Is there something you want to ask about that?
Yeah, can you point both of our rods, Jenny and mine's, one to the left and one to the right, please?
You can't see mine, but mine are literally like this.
They're about to give her a hug, which is
Yeah.
we asked that
sometimes. They're like how yours are.
Can
right
you
now.
give us a hug, and then the rods will go to
Hold
you.
on, let me move this back.
Mine are slowly working to left and right.
Mine's went open like this.
Nice.
The way you said, just like that.
Okay,
Can you point Henry's rods to where you are located at that cell right now? Can you point to where you are located so he knows where? It's behind you,
Right behind
where he hung himself.
Yes, it is. It's pointing behind me. Up there, we're swinging around now.
Mine's didn't move at all with that question because I asked specifically for yours.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled while you were asking that, and then I got.
You know, Erica said she heard someone else talking. I sort of hear like that as well, almost like whispering. Is that just me?
I'm completely alone. Spirit of Gilchrist, if you can make that skeleton move behind me that's completely still right now, that would definitely know that you're here with us. But that's a lot of energy to expel. But
yeah.
So I pulled the heart.
Or ask him to touch the REM pod. The heart.
Yeah. Which would be,
could be love.
Could be love, could be the human soul. Could be, human soul who's lingering. The candle is the second one, which is a spark of energy. So literally an energy trying to manifest itself. And then the cross, which literally means X marks the spot. Especially when you guys got the crossing at the same time as I pulled it, and it was pointing behind you. So it's probably saying that the energy to that person is behind you, where the rods were pointing to.
I'm same way as Kat. I'm stuck at that skeleton. I'm wanting it to move.
Can you?
But
any spirits there? If you can hear me, can you touch the REM pod? Or make any device there to sound off, please.
Okay, let me give you something. I'm going to set this down a minute. Set this REM pod right underneath the skeleton here.
Once we get somebody like poke over the camera,
right? He sees like, oh, like that.
Please move that skeleton.
Touch it on the butt.
All right,
Our
if you guys
our
can hear me in that jail with Henry there, if there's anybody around and you want to show that you're there to all the people that are watching to get your message out, can you please touch that device over there with the antenna? I know you know how to use it and you've seen it before. Can you do it for us now? Just go up to it and touch that antenna coming off the top of that device.
It'll probably start singing as soon as,
Yeah,
as soon as
exactly. As soon as we log off, right?
They
Are
haven't been
Frank
human.
or Red in there? Steve from Kindred was asking, are Frank or Red in the room there with Henry?
All right, hold on.
Frank should be across the hall in 5.
Is Frank there with Henry right now? Frank, yes or no, please? How about Red? Is Red there with Henry? Yes, I'm Red. No, Frank. Is Red somebody who's always there?
We've had. I haven't had much experience with Red, but like I said, others have. So there's lots of different names that come up.
We should get the tripwire and wrap it around the skeleton when we go there.
Right?
You have a skeleton also that goes off by itself. That's not it, right?
No, the one in the meeting.
No, he's sitting downstairs. I haven't heard much from him lately, but yeah, I had one of those wolf things I have for Halloween. That was off in a closet or something back here, and it started going off the other day. But who knows what triggered it? You know,
Henry, you got any different parts of the cell that's interesting that you can show us?
Well, let's see if we can get something.
Do cell 8.
That's I'm going to go in there. It's going to be dark, mind you.
The REM pod is the REM pod going off?
You like dark?
It's in my hand. That's why.
Oh, it's in your hand.
But
I thought you left it in the room.
put the REM pod on that thing on 8.
Spirits of Gilchrist, can you light up this REM pod for us by chance? Like, I know that you're not dancing monkeys or entertainments, for fleshies like us.
I'll bring a carton of cigarettes if you set off the REM pod.
You hear that?
That'd be great. You know what? I'm just gonna walk away now. It's sitting in here. Maybe when we walk away, maybe we'll hear it ringing in the distance. But we'll see.
If you remember me, maybe make it go off.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody that's watching too, remember, these are people. They don't always do what you say, or you know what I mean. Like they're not, like he said, they're not trained monkeys.
Sometimes you got to bribe them.
Yeah.
even the most paranormal active places, there can be nothing's going on.
Exactly. It's like fishing.
Scotty said, "Don't make me come up there."
Oh, the cooler. Don't make the cooler come up here, right?
We won't get anything going on.
Just tell Scotty to bring her famous brownies.
She's gonna ruin
Scotty, you stay outside.
But as you can see, I'm in cell 7.
Scotty doesn't share his cigarettes.
So I pulled again before you walked out of 4, and pretty much got confirmation that yes, it was Red. Got the heart again, which was a soul, a human soul. The cure card, which literally means yes.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
And then I got rats. And then rats are
Kindred Paranormal said there's rats in there. They've seen a rat.
Fear and anxiety, or a nagging or gnawing feeling. Being resourceful.
Oh, maybe they think we're nagging it.
Yeah, maybe we're annoying.
So we're probably annoying Red in that room. So he's probably happy that we left.
I'm back.
No worries.
All right, walking into cell 6. Pretty dark in here, baby.
Ooh.
Looks like my kind of place.
Spirits of Gilchrist, we can get an EVP with these open mics right now. If you want to say something, I'll be really quiet for the next moment.
You know what? Let me mute everybody just for shits.
Y'all can say something if you want to.
I was just focusing on the doorway, hoping a shadow figure would pop out.
Well, this would be the one the last time someone got the shadow figure. It'd be this door behind me at cell 4. Got there. You know, I'd like to see the shadow person. It's something it eludes me. People have seen him here. I think it would scare the bejesus out of me. I don't want to offer my energy to a shadow person, but I tell you, if the shadow person is into scaring or feeding on fear energy, I'm telling you, if you show yourself to me, you're going to have more fear energy. You're going to know what to do with. I'm not provoking in any way. I'm just saying this is me. I'm just keeping it real.
I'll tell you what, Lee. Not that I saw one there, but definitely in the train station I did.
Oh, that's true.
I sure did.
That train station's the real deal too. From what I've we've had a few people come out here and there's a.
I had a freaking crazy experience in the train station.
Oh, we all did.
Inside the freaking bathroom. I was using the bathroom, and I go to wash my hands, and as I go to reach, as I go to reach for the soap lifts and does a flip and lands inside the sink in front of my face. That I stood there and went. I was like, what the what? Like I must have stood there for about five minutes just racking my brain. I put it back on the sink, trying to like see if I could do it. Maybe I hit it, I didn't notice it, could not recreate that. That thing literally went like
Well, it's a good thing you didn't drop the bar of soap in the jail, because
well,
there's a little shower there too.
The showers are very tiny. From
very
what
tiny.
I remember.
I'm sure they were flexible back in that day.
They're
there you
not
are.
people friendly.
Almost certainly walk into it.
It's right there.
Yeah, look,
at the end.
here you go.
Keep in mind, you got to bend under the only thing they had here, but this is the shower.
That's it.
I can barely fit in here, really. Hey, you know what I should do? I should go climb into the hole. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
Yes.
I'll go climb into the hole while we got a few minutes here. Why not?
Guys, you have to see how tiny this place is.
Literally the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'll tell you my shadow story. So come that same restroom. I walk out of the restroom, and there I see a shadow figure that was running from a hallway and running into where they had set up.
It's like the room over, but you can see in it.
Yeah, you can see through the window, and you see it, and it went through a wall. So I asked Lee, I was like, "Hey, what's behind this door?" They're like, "No, there's nothing. You can't open this door." It's just
real quick. Do any of our people in the chat have any questions for Lee? Just type them in, and we'll shout them out.
Yeah, please.
Okay, I've stuffed my old fat ass into the hole. Let me get in the fetal position here. Hold on. Okay, I'm totally in the hole now. I
Can you imagine being in there?
here.
Oh,
That's what she said.
thank you, Joe. I was about to. It was burning my throat. I wanted to so bad.
So that's a solitary
I guess
confinement
the most
area?
comfortable way. Here, I'll get the Indian position there. You can pretty much see comfortable like this. That's about it.
That's literally.
See, that's
That's a solitary
Heavy in
confinement
here.
hole.
I bet.
It is. It was. I didn't know this. We had a sheriff from Florida come in here. Said to me, "Do you know what that is right there?" I'm like, "What, storage under the stairs?" He's like, "No. If they were unruly in these little cells, they stuffed them in there for a few days."
Wow.
They that
Imagine.
It's
Imagine
heavy in
sitting
here.
like that for a couple days at a time.
Mike, you said you wanted like to be by yourself, and
I would do a solo session in there.
I would
Not
too.
for days.
I would say there a few hours.
We had
Especially
someone do
getting
one in
naked.
here. He's in here with the headphones on, the blindfold
That's
on.
just-
He was
that's just
tucked in
method.
here. He swore that something grabbed his foot. He went running out of the jail, and he did not come back in here.
I would love to just do a live listening session in there. That'd be awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Bring your bar of soap.
Joe can bring the soap.
Soap on
Yes.
Preferably let it be on a rope.
Yeah.
No, it'll be on my finger.
It'd
Irish Spring.
make a good weapon anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, this old wood could talk in here.
Right.
It's actually
Show
embedded
them how
into
how it looks,
Yeah,
how the
when
actual
you
doorway looks.
Yeah, it is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And you said you still have the keys to the cell?
Yes, I do. Float around here in the other room. Hold on, I'll contort myself out of the hole.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Huh? Wow.
Yeah, so
It's under a staircase, guys.
Henry, show them what it looks
Hey, I'm
like.
no Renee. Delaware. What you don't want the layers. That's a trying to do my coming out of the hole. She does it better, obviously. But yeah, the keys. I'm sure.
Can you show us what the hole
Keys,
looks like
I've got
now?
about.
Can you show us what the hole looks like now?
Yeah, hold on a sec.
No, he's gonna grab the keys.
Oh, to the hole.
No, to just the keys.
In
Yeah,
general.
the original
Lee,
keys to all the cells.
yeah.
Do you mind
Yeah.
showing the
Oh wow, that's
like
the hole. Look at that.
mannequin
Huh?
that you have?
Oh,
That's the
wow.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't
what-
fit in there actually to do
So-
a solo session.
I was looking at it several times to try to get in there, and that's I think when I realized that
It-
I'm a big fat man, and I don't think that is what made me realize it.
Joe, could I fit in there? You think?
Yeah,
You can go in there, yeah.
we'll take off your clothes and we'll rub you with butter,
Do it and slide me
and
in.
we'll
you
just
in
like
That
Copyright
just
infringement.
startled me.
Like a slip and
Lee.
slide.
Yeah, exactly. We'll put a slip and slide and slide me in.
It
No,
just
it's-
looks so uncomfortable in there that I was like, nah.
Guys, this museum right here,
Look at
the
that.
keys.
I'm going in there. You know, that's for sure.
Look at that, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's just wild that they're still.
Yeah,
they're
the
still
keys.
there.
Operate, like I said, there's a couple cells that don't have it, but
What's
they're
the
definitely.
story? What's the story with the police vehicle, the retro?
Oh. Well, people, I let them know I'm interested in obviously paranormal items per se. Well, that car came across my way, sitting in the back of an old gas station down in Sarasota. Guy over at Sarasota Salvage said, "Hey, I got this car," and I went and looked at it. And I'm like, "What's with the bullet holes in the window?" Come to find out, this car actually came out of New York City. It's a 1947 Plymouth paddy wagon with suicide doors. In 1954, 2 sheriffs were killed in the line of duty up in the Bronx with that car. Found its way down to Florida. They used it for racing for a little bit, but they always thought that the story behind the windows being shot was good enough to keep in there. I don't know how it's the window stayed racing. I don't know what kind of racing the car did per se, straight track or whatever, but the window ended up staying in there. When I got my hands on it, it was just an old gray rust bucket with a seized engine. Had the engine pulled out, had the repainted and restored. The inside's still in great shape, as you've seen. Had the Gilchrist sticker put on it, and I think it makes a wonderful addition.
Yeah,
In fact, I'll walk out there right now and
Have you ever investigated it? Like done an EVP session?
all
inside or
the time. We have people that go in there all the time. My wife asked the question. She goes, "Oh, has anybody that's been here ever been arrested?" And we got about 8 or 9. Yes, yep. Yeah. So it did.
anything? That is cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting, and I'll give it a little toot. It's not too late here in Florida, and they're used to my antics here in my particular neighborhood.
That neighborhood.
Look at that thing, huh? Wow.
So let's
So
see if
cool.
we still have any power on the battery, because I did decide to keep this going. If I could find the switch, that is.
Now that car has spiders, so I did not want to sit in there.
Oh, look at that, huh?
You guys got some good EVPs in there too, though.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
That is
Bigger
cool.
object right there.
Yeah, oh yeah. The keys too,
Yeah, I would like to
Oh,
walk around with the keys when I'm
Yeah.
there.
right?
Oh,
we
yeah.
did.
Great trigger item.
Jingle them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Was
took
the
them up to
captain.
I took them up to the jail in Jasper and went in there and claimed to be the warden from Gilchrist coming to pick up an inmate. I got all kinds on the stairs in there. I got all kinds of activity shaking them keys around. So it's a good trigger item when I go to other jails, not only ours.
Scotty said she just heard a kid's voice.
I was just asking what it said.
Well, speaking of which, I'll walk back in these back two rooms here in the sheriff room, which a lot of people don't get to see, but I've actually cleaned them out a little bit. But supposedly this is where the little girls are. The little girl.
That's also where we had our not so great experience in there.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that location is active. I mean, what I saw there, I saw a blue light. I mean, it's not even an orb. Like I saw a blue light emanating from under one of those wooden draft wood tables, and this is why everything was happening. I saw an actual like really low to the ground shadow figures like moving, and it wasn't like hiding. It knew we seen it, and it was multiple people saw it at the same time. Like everybody was seeing it at different locations at different times. Like Armando saw it swoop behind another table, behind our legs, behind Joe's legs. Some other people saw it. Yeah,
Steve
it
from
was
Kindred,
wild.
See this? One of the rooms, the windows are already in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
And you know that main window that's on the back end. While we were sitting there doing our session, somebody banged on it. Not somebody, like
Something
was like, bah.
That
I was like, oh my god.
Wasn't that during the dowsing rod session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was during that session, yeah.
So, Henry, if someone wants to go over there and investigate the place, do they just reach out to you through Facebook?
Yeah, that's the best way to go about it right now, because right now the only people I can have in here are construction related, helpers of Gilchrist. Stay tuned to the Gilchrist County Facebook page. I shamelessly advertise the place, do live feeds all the time to the progression I'm doing. Like I said earlier in the show, it's one man's traveling through the Historical Society, learning how to be a paranormal investigator, restoring a wonderful building. I think it's a good watch, but of course I'm going to say that because I like sharing this with people. I don't have a YouTube channel because I don't want anyone to think that I'm faking anything here. I'm not trying to make money. I'm trying to open people's minds, hearts, and thoughts on what's going on around them that's being missed, and that's paranormal. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what religion you may have. It's just knowing that there's something more than what we see and what we do in this particular dimension of our existence.
And that's why we do this.
Exactly.
That's why we do this.
For answers.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, no, it's really awesome, guys. And if you guys enjoy this show, definitely follow Henry's Facebook page. He is going live and putting updates from the transformation and the renovation of this historic property. So definitely check it out, support him, and there's definitely going to be more to come.
Oh, lots more.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee. Like I said, it's a work in progress. Well, with that said, we like to go to other places. We like to give shout outs to other teams. We
Come
enjoy
down here, Henry.
we enjoy we're enjoying the ride.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
come down
anytime
here.
if you ever come down here, for sure. We can investigate together. We're happy to do so.
Would love to. We'll have to sit down and talk about it, set it up, maybe down to Southern Florida from time to time.
Yeah.
I am running out of power on my phone as much as I enjoyed this. If it's cut out,
All
that's
right.
why.
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
It was good seeing you, Henry.
I
Appreciate
appreciate you having me anytime. I'm always open. Give me a day or two in advance if you need some time to fill. But you guys usually don't have a problem with getting people to come on and talk. But if you have some downtime and you need some guy that's going to talk aimlessly or consistently about the paranormal,
Hello.
I'm
No,
one of
we'll
those
definitely
guests
do
that will
more.
never have anything not to say.
Yeah, we'll have you back on. That's for
Hey,
sure.
we really appreciate you, and thank you for coming and have a fantastic night, and thank you for doing this.
No problem. Y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for your support.
You too.
Take care, Lee.
Bye.
All right, bye.
All right, Mike. So we're towards the end of the show where everyone starts shouting themselves out, right?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I do want to run the Haunted Files trailer real quick for everybody, just in case you haven't known that Eric and I and the team are now putting episodes up on Paraflix.
Yep. Episode 2's coming out soon.
Coming
Episode
out
1, if you
shortly.
haven't watched it, go see it.
Yeah, episode 2 is going to be from Yesteryear Village, the ghosts of yesteryear, and it's going to be including all the team, and it's a really good episode, and you guys should definitely check it out. And if you are not subscribed to Paraflix, it's only like $3.99 a month, and if you use the code, the Haunted Files 25, you get a 25% off an annual subscription. So it comes out like around $30 for the year.
It's nothing.
So it's nothing. Do
Nothing.
it. Come and check it out. And
A lot
we're
of
going to
other
roll
great
this
shows
little
there, too.
promotional trailer here for you
Roll it.
guys, and then we'll be right back. When you think of the Florida Keys, the first thing that may come to mind is the beautiful weather, or even going offshore fishing, listening to Jimmy Buffett with a tropical drink in your hand. But that's not the only thing going on in this neck of the woods. The area is riddled with a dark history and home to many ghost stories, pirate activity, murder, public hangings, hauntings, and possessions.
So how often do you think you get paranormal activity here? Is it monthly, weekly?
No, like pretty much every day somebody says
Every day,
something
really?
about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was a child that was strangled by his father and killed.
I just saw a shadow go like this.
He walked us over and showed us where the location was. We did an EVP session.
Go check it out. And
Out
also, yeah, Mike and I are like, we've been traveling. We're going to show you new locations in the future. And we have a very talented team. Everyone's doing, their own ventures, and they're really good at it. This Thursday, Franny, Supernatural Eye, is coming out with her episode of the Gold Coast Railroad Museum. And the 305s are going to be on that one. So they got a busy week this week. And we'll play her trailer.
Coming up on season 2 of Supernatural Eye.
I always do that.
You okay?
Did I hit? Oh, the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Probably think that's fun.
Inside my shadow, I can hear you. Am I near you?
Also, I wanted to thank El Puma, Joe, for contributing to our intro. Some of the video clips were from this man down here, so made for a nice intro.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
And Jenny Armando. Happy birthday once again to Armando. It's his birthday. So
you know what? I just realized something. So today's my birthday. Happy birthday, me.
You're old.
So today
we're going out for shots after this.
Is the 23rd. Yes, we are. It's the 23rd of January. The year's 23. A lucky number of mine was always 23.
Michael Jordan.
So we were meant to be on this episode, this next upcoming episode with Supernatural Eye, because it's season 2, episode 3.
Oh yeah, look at that!
That's crazy.
Mind blown.
You think I'm crazy?
I'm speechless. That's pretty cool. Great correlation. Something's going to happen big. I can feel it.
So, Jenny Armando, where can people find you and find your content and stuff that you guys are putting out?
You can find us in the club. Sorry.
So, all socials,
popping bottles full of bub.
Yes.
Yes.
So all socials, 305
No
Paranormal.
sex in the champagne room.
No sex.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I
So
tried
all
that this
social
week
media?
and it didn't work out. Well.
Oh my God.
No, not the sex thing. The popping bottles.
Models.
I'm too old. I'm too old for that shit.
All right, Jenny Armando, where can people find you?
Not in the champagne room, though.
305, no, in the palm room or something. I don't know. Some other room. 305 Paranormal on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and on everybody else's socials because we're all on everybody else's. We're all intertwined. So
exactly.
It's a spider web.
Quadruple douse of us. Gonna get
Joe, where can people find your content and follow you and all that fun stuff?
Good evening. My name is Joe Torino, and I am a paranormal investigator. You could find me and my content on at 305 Paranormal, at Mr. 305 Paranormal, at
That's me.
Ghost Hunter South Florida, at FLA _ paranormal _ researcher.
And Paraflix.
And Paraflix. And at Joe Hunt's Ghost. And
The Haunted Vibes.
everywhere you find War Party
Supernatural Eye.
paranormal content. Exactly. And Supernatural Eye. And on the Ghost Dad on TikTok. Where else can you find my shit?
They can find you on MySpace.
I get around.
MySpace? Did you just say MySpace?
MySpace.
MySpace.
I have a live journal. What else do we got?
You have like a live feed, like Henry just goes to all of us. He just like can watch it simultaneously.
I am everywhere because I am with everyone, and there's plenty of me to go around.
Pumas
so
do.
come at
That's
me.
what Pumas do.
Yeah, we poom.
Yeah.
All right, guys. And for me, if you want to find any of my upcoming content or any of my social media stuff, you can go over to my webpage. It's www.flaparanormalresearcher.com, and it has links to all my other fun stuff. And I got some Delco goggles I made. I had some time, so I put a bunch together, and I have a link on my website. Yeah, get them while they're hot. And
drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. So check it out.
Do it.
Eric.
Me, you can find stuff on Ghost Hunter South Florida through all your social networks. Huh?
What kind of stuff?
You know, paranormal stuff.
Recipes.
Yeah. Strictly paranormal. That's all I deal with.
Yeah, I was gonna
Nothing
say,
else. But more importantly,
crochet.
More importantly, go follow us on the War Party Paranormal YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. Tell them subscribe to us.
Tell your doctor, your therapist.
Yeah, doctor, your waiter, everybody.
Tell them if you're walking through the grocery store and you see somebody tap them on the shoulder.
Hey,
tell them about it.
Yes.
Tell them check out this paranormal show. It's
Also
awesome
check
stuff.
out
I got some boom
Paraflix.
booms to show you.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna say, hey, oh.
That's a different
Hey.
website.
Oh,
That's going to be on the Haunted Files on Paraflix. There's going to be a lot of that. We're
Yes.
going to have some amazing new locations coming up. You're going to see our team members on the show. So
Looks
check
like you
it
had
out.
a good
Paraflix,
location this
the Haunted
weekend.
Files.
Yeah,
house
we
looks
actually we
nice.
the event that Outcast Paranormal, just a quick shout out to Outcast
Oh,
Paranormal.
yeah. Big shout out to Outcast Paranormal. An
The event that
amazing
they
event.
had in
Totally
Tallahassee
different.
was outstanding. Nothing like anything that's ever done before. It's great. There's going to be some footage of that stuff creeping out here soon. Yeah, so awesome.
And
job
we'll be
there.
doing it again soon. Only at a haunted bar, though. You'll see. Got to go.
So
I doubt.
we're
you
gonna
can
wrap
find
it-
me at godofofo at onlyfans.com.
Godo Fofo.
You got OnlyFans now?
Oh yeah, I show my tits and everything. It's
Nice.
We
They
got
call
to
you
make
Mike.
it
How
They
about-
call you.
how about
They call you
Mike's
Mike
cat ass?
Honcho.
Mike Cat.
Mike's cat, not Mike.
Would
Do
you
it.
F me?
Move your body like a snake, ma.
Yeah.
I'd F me.
He's waxed all over, too.
I'd F me hard.
What happened here?
You put
Look
some
at my
lotion
ghost.
in the
It's after 10
basket.
o'clock.
This is the funny segment. This is we need
Spooky boobs. Spooky boobs at
Hashtag
at OnlyFans.
Ghost tits.
Those tits.
Oh, God.
I missed
Oh,
it.
What happened here?
Yeah.
This is
Joe's
normally
just a-
when after the show's over. This is
No, this is War Party After Dark here with
Yeah.
Joe, the sexual puma.
Go sex.
Did you
talk
put your
after
children away to
10:30.
bed?
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Yes, it's like hide your husbands.
Hide your K2 meters because we're coming hard at you.
Rubbing your public
Bringing all
sandwich.
them things.
Publix. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We appreciate everybody for watching and tuning
Peace.
in, and we'll see you next week.